We'll see what happens. A Narre win once again to Woori get some revenge. We'll find out in a couple of hours' time as the umpire holds the ball aloft to run away in the second semi-final. Premier Division here in the outer race at Tyne Road Recreation Reserve. Up it goes. Monkhorse goes early, wins the tap down. And the ball just heads to the outer side of the ground momentarily. It's a bobbling one for the moment. Picked up here by Narre. They can get the ball moving forward straight away. Inside forward 50. Not a bad looking kick down. Toner should be on the end of it. Does he get an accommodating bounce? Yes, he gets away from Simpson. He can kick the ball to the top of the square. Beautiful centering ball. Can a mark be taken? No, it can't. Comes to ground level. Early chance here for the Magpies. But it has been locked up and that ball not going to be going anywhere. So Narre with the early territory being won. They get the first centre clearance. And they're already away as the umpire calls for the ball. Inside the forward 50 for the Magpies. And he's just... In fact, it's a free kick. There you go. So Riley Sills is going to line up from 20 metres out. So high contact has been called by the looks of it. So Sills. Good opportunity early here for the Magpies. In he comes from 20 out. And he puts it away. There we go. What a start for Narre Warren. First goal of the afternoon. Riley Sills makes no mistake, puts it straight over the goal umpire's cap. 1-0-6. Woori Yallock yet to score. We've only been going 1 minute into the first quarter.
Yeah, it's a great start there by Narre Warren, getting that real early one on the board, wasting no time to get it down there.
No, fantastically done there by Toner. Did well. He was being corralled there by Simpson. Didn't matter too much for him, though. Just centred that ball nicely and wasn't paying enough attention there. I thought it was just a ball up, but free kick was paid for high contact. It's back in the middle once again, so Monkhorse and Dwight continue their duties in the ruck. So once again, up it goes. Monkhorse probably just getting the better of that tap. It was nearly sharked by Toner, but couldn't take it cleanly. O'Day's in there once again for the Tigers. Socket forward. Opportunity for Williams, but it's paddled back the other way there by Russell. And now Woori with a chance. They can go inside forward 50. Here is Gibson. Taking the mark up against Zeetzman. Now, does he centre the ball here, Gibson, or is he going to go back and have a kick at goal? Looks like he's going to back himself in from a fair way out. But he has kicked over 60 goals this season, so certainly not beyond him, you'd think. So Taylor Gibson, can he respond at the other end? Already one goal for Narre. No, he centres the ball, and Basoli on the end of it. So nicely done. This is a much better spot to kick from. And early days in this second semi-final, Cody Basoli, as Lau would say, has got a chance to kick one of those captain's goals that only captains can kick. From about 40 metres out, a little bit of an angle, little lead provided here by Arnold, but wasn't honoured. So Basoli is going to back himself in. So when he comes, Cody Basoli, this for Woori's first goal. Looks pretty good off the boot, and he's got it. There we go. And Woori, just like that, gets the instant response. Scores level, 1-0-6 apiece. So really high scoring start to this second semi-final. Cody Basoli making no mistake. And he does get that captain's goal early in the semi-final. Good response there from the Tigers. So once again back in the middle. And it is a clear sunny day, so it's going to be good on a big ground. Going to be really free-flowing, you would imagine. Perfect conditions.
So quick start from both teams there. The ball coming back into the middle. Ball thrown up now. Trying to get a handball away with Mudumar. Unable to now. Here go Woori Yallock. Inside 450. Can Amar be taken out the back? No, it can't. And in fact, it's intercepted there by Papworth. Is it going to be a 25-metre penalty? Yes, it is. So Papworth will gather the 25-metre penalty. And he goes sideways. And they move it up the ground here now. Do Narre Warren. And kick. They go wide to the stand. Can Amar be taken here? No, it can't. So now they keep going wide. They put it inside forward 50 at the back. And Mark taken. Yes, it can. Out the lead. Looks to be here, I want to say.
Yeah, we'll find out in a moment.
Yep. Yeah, and it's Will Howe who will take this kick. He'll have to kick this from about 35, 30. Pretty much directly straight in front. So Howe comes in now. Begins his approach. Nice and steady. Kicks on its way. It's just across the face for a minor score. So first minor score for the game to Narre Warren. So Will Howe wasn't able to register his first goal of the game. One of the players we said look out for earlier on. He's kicked 49 goals this season. So now the ball we brought back in by Allen from fullback for Woori Yallock, and he comes short up the middle. Interesting kick, but it's going to work out all right to skipper in Basoli. So now Basoli can move it down, and he keeps it moving.
Oh.
And a bit of candy did there by Monco, so he puts it inside 450 quickly. Going to Marley taking, using the body really well as Gibson. But no, tackle is laid straight away. And it's going to be a ball up inside the 450 for Woori Yallock.
That's well done by Zeitsman because, yeah, Gibson had his name written all over that one.
So the ball to be brought up inside the 450 for Woori Yallock. Dwyer probably got the better of that. Munkos gets a handball back to Basoli. Can he kick his second? No, it's not going to quite make the distance, but can it get out the back? It's going to rush through for a minor score.
So it's going to be brought back into play. So a good start here for both sides. 1-1-7 already. Basoli just couldn't quite get the trajectory on the kick in the end as Narre bring the ball back into play. Not the greatest looking kick. Put the teammate under pressure. Picked up at ground level there by Gentile. He got the handball away just in time. He's going to have to go again. Ball heads towards the boundary line and eventually finds its way over. It'll be thrown back into play on the broadcast wing forward. A centre for Woori Yallock. Zeitsman tracks back. So Williams and Basoli sort of up at this stoppage. After both starting forward, interesting decision by Brendan Donovan, the Woori Yallock coach. But anyway, Monkhorst to the front, wins the tap. Mutimer gets the ball at ground level, got the handball away. And gee, there's a smother there right in the back of one of the Woori players' heads. Kick goes over the top and Scalzo parks himself underneath it and takes the mark and wastes no time. Tries to sell the candy, eventually stepped around O'Day. But now they've run themselves into trouble here. Have Narre Warren. Opportunity for Spencer. Mutimer put the head down. And the umpire's going to pay it. So Mutimer got Tom Toner up ahead and he gives it to him. Toner long with a kick to half forward. And it's going to be a downfield free. So the free kick going to go to Will Howe. Probably just too far out to score. Centres the ball, but the kick not very good. Turned it over and Woori Yallock can go back the other way. So the intercept mark on that occasion there. Looks like it was taken by Calvert, I believe. A long kick down the line to Arnold. Can he get his hands on it? Yes, he could. He just couldn't quite stick the mark. So through the hands there of Mitch Arnold. Another boundary throw in. This time on the broadcast wing. So for those just tuning in, scores are level at the moment. 1-1-7 apiece. We saw, I think, 2 goals in the first 2 minutes of the game. Narre wasting no time and then Woori responding straight away. So once again, Dwyer and Monkhorst. Dwyer with front position, but then eventually Monkhorst wrestles his way to the front. Beautifully done as well. Tapped it down to Williams, who gets him moving forward. Long kick to half forward. Can Gibson get there? He might get an accommodating bounce. He does, but he's going to be tackled straight away by Zeitsman. And a free kick for a push has been paid. There you go. So Gibson, probably not quite in the spot for a shot at goal. Zeitsman tracks back. Maybe he's going to back himself in here. He did fake one, though, to Basoli earlier from a similar spot just on the other side of the ground. And Basoli, there he is once again. So Gibson is going to back himself. Gee, this would be a really good goal if he could kick it from here. 50 out, right on the boundary line. So in comes Taylor Gibson. It's across the face. Can someone take a mark on the line here? It's going to be fisted over and it'll be thrown back into play in the forward pocket for Woori Yallock on this occasion. So just getting the better of the territory these last couple of minutes are the Tigers. Done this pretty well so far. Once again, it'll be Dwyer and Monkhorst to do battle in the ruck.
So Dwyer and Monkhorst in the ruck. Monkhorst grabs it out of the ruck, but then he's tackled straight away, manages to just get his handball out. But it's going to go back over the boundary line again for another boundary throw-in. Sometimes I forget, Aiden, every time I come here, how wide this ground is. I forget. I think I can see it, then I'm like, no, going to need the binoculars again. But it's a beautiful ground out here at Don Road. Dwyer went in that tap down, and Toner gets the clearing kick, just chucks it on the boot down the wing. And it's going to go out of bounds on the full. So Woori Yallock will regather the ball. Looks like it'll go to Spencer. So they're just gathering the ball from the car park now. And it is Balin Spencer who'll take the kick. On the wing. He'll send it forward for Woori Yallock. Now he plays on, puts it inside 450, looking for Gibson. Just gone over the top of his head. Can they get one out the back here, Woori Yallock? They've got it in their hands. They're looking to get over Ben Monkhorst, but it's intercepted and it's bombed away down to half back. Can Marl be taken? No, but they get the kick moving forward. And they've got one out the back here. Can it be Spore? Look out. And it's a really nice mark taken there by Howe. He's made his way up the ground. Has just the one behind whose name so far and brings it inboard to sideways and he's told to play on. Is that a high contact? Yes, the umpire says and he's going to give it. It's pretty much at the centre circle of the ground. Sewers will take it here. and he puts it wide. Interesting kick to a 2-on-1 in the favour of Woori Yallock. Woori Yallock mop it up. And they bring it back inboard, and it's a nice looking kick, and it's going to find the hands there of Ryan. Now they get over to Spencer, they give the handball to Stoley, back to Spencer. Spencer now puts it on his boot, inside 450, with no one in particular. Narre Warren can mop this up if they can, but they're not able to. But it's going to be a front-on contact free kick going the way of Narre Warren. They can bring it out of the defensive 50. They go wide here. Find a teammate in Patira. Patira brings it down the wing, looking for Davies. Davies stands underneath and takes a nice overhead mark. Davies now has Zeitsman. Will he use the handball? Yes, he does. Gives it off to Zeitsman. Zeitsman, does he run out of play? Just manages to keep it in.
And he's found Howe.
And it's got Howe. Just outside forward 50. He's going to look to pass this one off. And he runs around, plays on, opens up the angle, then puts it to the hot spot. Can it be taken down there? Yes, it can. Oh, umpire didn't quite know. He's paid...
Free kick's been paid.
A free kick going the way of Woori Yallock.
So the Tigers hold off that attack there from Narre Warren. So the scoring slowed down after a hot couple of minutes to start us off. Good mark here taken by Arnold on the broadcast wing. Doesn't have a lot to go to just yet. Just waits for a couple of options to present themselves, then goes long down the line. Neil presents and takes the mark. Right in front of the Yarra Rangers side here, and he wastes no time, gets the ball moving forward. Gibson is there. Can he take the mark? No, a good fist in there from Papworth. But now ground level ball to be won. Getting the kick away just in time there was Angus Smith. Gets the ball moving to half forward. Now they're away. Ryan kicks towards goal. Hang on, it's going to be brought back, I think, is it?
No, he caught advantage.
No advantage has been paid. There we go. So Monkhorst put it through. Woori have got their second goal, and they hit the front for the first time today.
Half the players knew, half the players didn't, by the looks of it, Aidan.
Yeah, no, it was very confusing. I certainly didn't know for sure, but Woori find the lead. That's the first lead change of the game, and Benny Monkhorst, with a bit of a Dorothy Dick, put that one straight through, and certainly a bit of confusion out there for sure. But Woori very happy with that. They get their second goals. The ball comes back into the middle. So those just tuning in, 1-1-7 is the score to 2-1-13. Woori Yallock currently with the lead. They've just hit the front for the first time today. We try and get some updates from around the ground. We might get Trent to see if he can get a bit more luck than me on the Wandon to Ferny Creek game. In the Premier Division A grade first semi-final, Wandon did defeat Pakenham 53 to 45. So Wandon through to the preliminary final. They'll play the loser of Mount Evelyn and Narre in Premier Division A grade netballs. Narre now get the ball moving forward. No mark can be taken at half forward. Doing well was Williams, just couldn't quite take the ball cleanly. So now an opportunity for the Magpies. Mutimer got the handball away just in time. Can someone get the ball over the top? They do, but it was Spencer, and he did really nicely. Here is Sizeword. It gets the ball moving out of defence with a wobbly ball. Might be an opportunity for Benny Monkhorst once again. Can he win the foot race up against Jacob Mutimer? No, Mutimer did well, got back and got the handball away just in time. Over to Tonner. Tonner's got to sell the candy, and he did that beautifully. Brings the ball inboard. Chance for Dwyer, who takes the mark. And they can just slow things down a bit now. Narre Warren, he's got Gentili on the far side, and he comes over to him. Neil, though, did well, but he just couldn't quite get to the ball, and now Gentili's got room. Kick, though, was a little bit error. It wasn't the greatest. Robbie Allen did nicely. Gets the ball moving back to Neil, and Joshy Neil's got a bit of room to work with here, too. He picks the ball up cleanly. He's 60 metres out. Now 55. Goes inside forward 50, and he's done well. Oh, no, Monkhorst didn't take the mark. Hang on.
He's paid it.
Has the mark been...
I think he went to pay it, and now he realised he's dropped down. It looks like it's going to be a ball up.
So it's a ball up in the pocket. The umpire prematurely blown the whistle. And it is going to be a ball up, so Trent Papworth not happy, and probably rightly so. The umpire just a bit over-eager there, but, gee, that was an absolute soda. I mean, you don't want to be too critical, but he should have taken that, Benny Monkhorst, anyway. So both rucks do battle. Monkhorst wins the tap. That was Zach Monkhorst tapping it back into the goal square. Picked up by Zeitsman. Kick around the body. It's a wobbly one looking for West. Can he take the mark? Yes, he did. Well done.
Good old one-hander, that one.
Yes, Hamish West with a one-hand mark. Kick down the line. Should work out in the end. It does there to Jordan Batira. So Batira assesses the options upper line on the left boot. Atchison parks himself underneath it, but Davies does really well. Oh, he didn't stick the mark in that occasion, so Robbie Allen picks it up at ground level, gets the kick back towards centre half forward. Who's going to take the mark here? Monkhorst comes across and does nicely, but he's got nothing at home. It's Benny Monkhorst, the deepest forward. So where does that go? Just chips it to the top of the square. Can Benny win? He's in about a 3-on-1 here, but he can't quite take the mark. It comes to ground level. And now Narre get the ball in the back pocket. They can get the ball moving back the other way. Opportunity here for West once again, but Balin Spencer does well. Cuts across, takes the intercept mark, and once again the Tigers, they can reload. So Spencer wheels around. Kicks it to about 35 out, but doing beautifully there was Mitch Tonner, cut across and repels the attack there from the Tigers for the time being. and just wants to slow down the play. Though, that was an errant kick. Didn't really work out in the end there to Sam Johnson, who did pretty well considering it. Once again, Balin Spencer is involved. Gets away from Sewers. Centres the ball to the top of the square. Can Gibson take the mark? No, he can't. And the Narre defence once again hold up, and they get the ball out of bounds, and it will be thrown back into play.
Yeah, so a couple of opportunities there for Yallock to extend. But now the ball will be thrown back into play here. Big Monkhorst and Dwyer. Dwyer probably got the better of that tap, and it's going to be knocked over the boundary, knocked over the line for a minor score to Woori Yallock. So they efficiently take the lead by 1 point, Aidan.
Yes, they do.
So the ball will be brought back into play here. And it already has. And it's gone to the far side for Narre Warren, wasting no time. Woori Yallock had the ball again. They put it inside forward 50. Can Marby taken? Neil is there. Neil goes back and gets a little handball out. Scolzo tries to get the clearing handball, but now Woori Yallock, shot on goal! Ooh. Just going to go through for a minor score, that one. So piling on the opportunities here. Woori Yallock.
Did you get who kicked that, Trent?
No, I didn't quite get that. But they'll look to bring it back into play here for Russell. Well, Narre Warren. So Russell now tests his options. Then plays on, takes his full steps, runs a long way, gets his kick away now. Can it be taken? No, it can't. It's going to be rushed over the line for a boundary front win, so they can reset here. Dominating territory battle so far, Woori Yallock, just not putting on the scoreboard as much as they would have liked to. But they definitely have the upper hand in the game at the moment. Grabbing it out of the ruck. This time going in was Calvert. Gets it moving forward for Woori Yallock inside the forward 50 now. There's a whistle being blown in. It's going to go to the line for another boundary throw in. So they'll reset again. So Calvert looking to give it Monkhorst a bit of a chop out in the ruck. Dwyer going to keep rucking it out for Narre Warren. It's the ball thrown into play. Calvert probably got the better of the tap there from behind. The Narre Warren looked to get it going, but now they get a kick moving forward to Woori Yallock. It's going to be turned over in the back pocket. Now Narre Warren will need to get some sort of momentum going up towards the ground. They haven't had many of the opportunities. So Gentili now with ball in hand decides just to go long down the line. Davies is there, pucks himself underneath it, crashes the pack. But again, Woori Yallock mop it up. It's now to ground ball. Dwyer gets a handball over the top, finds Toner. Toner now goes back to Scalzo. Scalzo down the line to no one in particular, mopping it up. Woori Yallock again. They go on the counter-attack, but it's been turned over and a big tackle is laid down there. Couple called ball, but it's going to be in the umpire's hand for a ball up. So it'll be Calvert again going up against Dwyer. Matter of fact, Davies has put his hand up this time, and Davies wins the tap down, and he gets the handball out. Does Bader. And it's creeping close to that line near the Narre Warren bench again. It's going to go over the line again for another throw in.
So boundary thrown on the outer side of the ground. So once again, looks like it'll be Calvert up in the ruck up against Dwyer. So up it goes. It's Calvert with the position from behind, and they might be a chance here. Ryan shucked that beautifully. Handball works over the top to Williams, who gets the ball moving forward. Long kick inside forward, 52, a one-on-one. Fists it away. Who can win the foot race here? Johnson looks like he'll get there first against Neil, but Neil got rid of him. Here is Marsh, who's made a move forward. Picked up by Neil. Could go the check side. No. Handball's back inboard. It didn't quite work out. Oh, gee, the kick from Gibson well across the face. And it will be thrown back into play, so a bit frantic there from the Tigers. Neil could have almost had the shot himself, maybe a little bit too unselfish, but it'll be a boundary throw into the forward pocket now for Woori Yallock. So once again, Monkhorst, he's going to go back up in the ruck, up against Davies it is on this occasion. Monkhorst taps it into the corridor. Here is Neil. Just couldn't take it cleanly. Is there a soccer off the ground? No, there's not. Kick was smothered. Is it taken over? No, here's a kick around the body and it's home! And Woori have got their third. Can you believe that? Something from nothing. So 3-3 they are now. The Tigers out to a 14-point margin to 1-1-7 to Narre Warren. We'll find out who this was in a moment. But a clever finish there, right on the behind post. I think it might be Jake Calvert, but he hasn't turned around to give me the number just yet. But a really good start here for the Tigers. No, it's not. In fact, it was Jason Lindgren, in fact, who's put that one through. So 3-3-21, the Tigers to 1-1-7. Off to a really good start here, Woori. So Lindgren doing well around the body. Up it goes once again. Calvert back up in the ruck up against Davies. Chance for Joel Adams, slaps it back into the corridor. The kick comes away off the boot of Smith. They're inside forward 50 once again here, but Papworth did well. Gets the handball away to Russell, who calls for someone to come at him. And that they do. Kick comes out wide. It's a beautiful bit of vision. Finding West. So West onto the left boot to about half forward. The kick not the greatest, and in the end had a bit too much on it, favouring Brad Arnold instead of Woori Yallock. So he takes the intercept mark up against Toner. He just goes, short Arnold. In fact, he's done his teammate all sorts of trouble there because the mark couldn't be taken. Just falling short of Kane Thompson. We'll have a stoppage at half forward for Narre Warren. So here's a chance for the Magpies, who after kicking the first goal have conceded the next three. So can they find something here? Calvert probably got the better of that tap. Ground level ball to be won here. Plenty of players around it. Scalzo is in there. Huge numbers around the ball. It's a real congested contest for the moment. The umpire comes in and calls for it. We'll have another stoppage inside forward 50 for the Magpies. So already 21 minutes gone into this first quarter. 3-3-21 of the Tigers to 1-1-7 the Magpies. So Dwyer's going to go back up in the ruck once again against Calvert. Calvert probably went a bit early, couldn't win the tap. But he's got ball in hand now, gets the handball away. Marsh is going to have to track this one back. Eventually gets the bounce of the ball to go his way. Takes on one, gets the handball moving forward back to Calvert. But the bounce goes slightly awry. Good pressure being applied here from the Magpies. Do they keep the ball in play? No, they can't. Good pressure there on that occasion from Williams and Woori. And the ball finds its way over and it will be thrown back into play. So how do they set up here, Narre Warren? Like to find another goal before quarter time. See what they can do. The ball comes back into play. Calvert get up in the ruck. In fact, no representation there for Narre. So Calvert gets the ball moving forward. Probably could have gone further with a kick. Here's Lindgren to kick the goal moments ago. Gets the handball away to Ryan, who gets the kick moving as well. Here is Neil. So too Gibson. Handball comes inboard. Jack Ryan once again involved. Handballs over the top. And now they're away, the Tigers. Here is Josh Neal from about 40 metres out. Kicks towards goal. How does it bounce? Just across the face. Actually, not a bad result, though, in the end. It will be a boundary throw-in. Boundary throw into the forward pocket for the Tigers. So offline was Neil, but in the end it wasn't a behind, so they've got another opportunity here. And Narre really just caught out on the overlap on that occasion. Just didn't really have any answer. So boundary throw in. Dangerous spot here for the Magpies. Up it goes. Monkhurst back in the ruck, but it was Davies who got there first. It wasn't Monkhurst, sorry, it's Gibson. The kick comes away. Here is Robbie Allen. Takes control of the ball. Can he get a handball away? Yes, he does, but the ball pinballs around. Opportunity that occasion there for Declan Brown, who couldn't control it. Now the ball centred by Thompson. Is it a downfield free? It is! So another opportunity here for Woori Yallock. It ended up hitting the chest of Josh Neal anyway, but didn't really matter too much whether the mark was taken or not, so the umpire tells him to come around on his mark.
It's not the start Narre Warren would have wanted.
No, definitely not. So Josh Neal, can he kick truly here? This for 4 goals for Woori in the first quarter. This for a 20-point margin early days. On a beautiful sunny day here at Don Road Recreation Reserve. So in comes Joshy Neal. And he makes no mistake. Made the goal umpire work a little bit, but it did not matter. Woori have got their 4th. They are out to a 20-point margin. 4-3-27 they are to Narre Warren's 1-1-7. Josh Neal's got his first.
Yeah, great stuff from Woori Yallock here. 4 goals to 1 so far. Really dominating the territory battle and starting to make it worth it now in the last part of this quarter.
Yeah, no, they're really starting to hit the scoreboard in the right way. A couple of rush behinds, but certainly on target so far as the ball comes back into the middle.
Ball will be brought back into the middle here now. See if Narre Warren can grab a compilation goal.
Just one late one, I think, is all they really need.
Exactly. Monkhurst wins that tap down. Mutimer chases hard after it. But here comes Woori Yallock again. They get a handball out the back. Smith unable to get underneath it.
Ooh.
It's going to be a free kick here.
High contact.
It's going to go the way of Woori Yallock again. So taking the free kick will be O'Day. One of the key midfielders for them. O'Day now at the centre of the ground, puts it into the centre of the forward 50, just over the head of Monkhurst, and taking the mark is Papworth. So Papworth now gathers it from centre half back, pushes up his mark successor. We've been going 24 and a half minutes, not long to go in the first quarter. Gentili grabs it at the half back. Trying to be careful with where he sends it, and he sends it into the west direction, and it's actually not a bad looking kick, and just stays in play, and West takes the mark, tied up on the boundary line. So West goes short, finds a teammate there, finding in the hands to Sharp. Couple of long sleeves out there, Aiden. Very surprising. Nice and sunny. I thought it'd be a perfect day for the short sleeve, but Sharp now plays on. Puts it long now to the top of the 50. Can Mark be taken? No, it can't. And running through Woori, they've done well there, and they go in the middle of the ground. But no one in particular, but Monkos is in chase. He chases hard. Papworth puts on the block, and he does really well. And they go across to Gentili. Now Narre Warren can calm it down a bit. They bring it into the middle of the ground. It's a neat-looking kick. Going to find the hands of Batira. Batira comes even wider back to Sharp. Sharp gathers it now on the bounce. Bounces kindly for him. Keeps it in play. Shot's gone over the head of West's. Over the head of West, but he gathers on the bounce, tucks it on his arm, has one bounce, then puts it to the top of the square. Couple players there, but it's missed everyone. And Woori now mop it up, and they can go wide. And they link up for a couple of handballs here. They take a bounce here. O'Day goes wide. Doesn't quite make his team out in the full, but it doesn't. The bounce doesn't do any harm.
This is trouble.
Now they put it inside 450. They're out of here. Now short kick. Anton Basoli unable to hold on to it. He tries to go off the ground, but can't keep it in play. They've done well, Narre, to not allow another goal in there late.
Here at Don Road Recreation Reserve, and once again it's Dwyer going really early, but it was Monkhurst who waited at ground level and won the tap, and there's a free kick already here for the Tigers. So they're going to waste no time. The handball comes away to Smith, but his kick was smothered. Here's a chance now. Scalzo got the bounce of the ball his way. Gets the handball moving forward. Here is D'Antona, but he couldn't control the bounce of the ball. Goes back to Scalzo. Can send him inside forward 50. Good long kick, but in the end, Robbie Allen, not Allen, sorry, it's Atchison who parks himself underneath it, and he comes out wide. Geordie Williams, who's playing in the middle of the ground on this occasion, gets to half back, but he can't control it. So a couple of players with attack of the fumbles. And we will have a boundary thrown at half forward here for Narre Warren. So what can they do here from the stoppage? So it's going to be Monkhurst once again up against Dwyer. So up it goes. It's Monkhurst getting to front position, but it was Dwyer who won it from the back. Shark straight away by Smith. He was tackled straight away by Scalzo. We'll have another stoppage, this time a ball up. Still at half forward for Narre Warren. So once again, up it goes. Dwyer and Monkhurst. This time, oh no, Dwyer just grabbed out of the ruck, goes long inside forward 50. Ball hooks around. Can someone take a mark here? Now it's fisted away. Here's a chance for Tom Toner. Picked it up cleanly. Was he taken high? Yes, he was. And Tom Toner will get his first look at goal. And looks like Trent, they might have moved him forward.
Well, it's definitely worked in the past, and we saw his magical game down here.
Yep, so Steve Kidd's going to put Tom Toner forward, it seems like, and he's got an early opportunity. So what can he do from 45 metres? Really need this goal early days of Narre Warren just to get themselves back in the contest a little bit. 20 points adrift at the moment. It's no massive margin, but certainly the momentum with Woori for the moment. This is just to try and get it back in Narre's terms a little bit. So what can he do here, Tom Toner? And he comes. Bit of a wobbler off the boot. Is it going to be stopped on the goal line? Can someone get it here for Narre? No, they can't. Allen gets the handball away just in time. And Woori get the ball moving out of defence. Spencer's got it under his control. Long kick out of the defensive 50. Kneels in the area. So too is Benny Monkhurst. Cleverly done, though. Now an opportunity for Toner. Picks it up. Gets the kick away just in time. Up and under ball. Good should favour Narre, and it does. D'Antona gets rid of his man. Steps off the mark. Not too happy with the options up ahead for the moment. So he centres the ball. It's a beautiful kick to Davies. And here's another look for Narre. So well done, D'Antona. Good mark under a bit of pressure, and then a beautiful centering ball, and Jesse Davies with his first look for the afternoon. So this to get it back to 14 points. So Toner couldn't do it from one side. What can Jesse Davies do here? Just really important, this just for Narre's confidence early days. In he comes from about 35 metres out. Little angle to deal with. Slow, deliberate approach. Good looking kick, and he's got it. There we go. Narre get their second of the afternoon, back to a 14-point difference, 2-1-13 to 4-3-27. We've been going 3 minutes into the second quarter.
The response that they wanted to start the quarter, Aiden.
Really like that from D'Antona, Trent, because he was in a bit of a 2-on-1 there, and he handled that ball well, and then just really good vision there. Jesse Davies had plenty of room, and that's much better entry inside forward 50.
So they'll bring the ball back into the centre to restart play here. So have a look around. Ball. It's back in the middle now. Dwyer going up into Monkhorst. So ball's thrown up. Dwyer goes early and Monkhorst gets it on the tap down. Gentili chases after it. Can he get underneath his control? Not quite. And O'Day gets it, then puts a handball over the top. See something like he finds Ryan on the burst. Ryan puts it inside forward 50. Can it might be taken out the back? Yes, it can. It's Williams. Geez, another quick response could be coming here, Aiden.
Yeah. So Geordie Williams forward again here, Trent. So he's played forward for at least probably about 50% of the game. So really interesting to see. But it's been a bit of a day for moving the magnets around a bit from both coaches.
So Williams will line up from about 35. Slight angle, not much to deal with though. Williams comes in. Kick was, interesting looking kick. Was not good off the boot. It's going to go through for a minor score. So Williams with his first minor score of the game. Not the kick he would have wanted.
No.
There's the ball now. It's going to be brought back into play, and that it is. It goes wide and finds Zeetzman. Zeetzman now thought about going short, back inboard. Opts to not do that and decides to wheel around and go long down the line. Davies and Howard there. Howe flies. Doesn't take the mark. Davies at the back, taps it down to Sowies. Can he take the mark? No.
High tackle.
High tackle. Sowies now brings it back inboard, and it's a nice looking kick. And they're going to get the handball at the back to Mudamar. Mudamar goes wide to Dwyer. Bounce not very kind for him, but he manages to go back and gets it. Gives a handball off to the running Zeetzman. Zeetzman goes wide to Gentili. Gentili puts it at the top of 50. And it's going to be a nice tackle laid there. Lost the ball for a second there, Aiden, not going to lie. Was like, where am I looking? But
once again on that far side here at Don Road.
Ball's going to be brought up again. So 2 rucks to go back at it. Dwyer again going early and probably got the better of the tap down there. As Woori link up for a couple of handballs. Big hip and shoulder was laid there. It's going to fall to the bottom. Now they can run now. Spencer puts it on the boot, looking for Gibson. Goes over the head of Gibson, but now they've got some runners out the back. Narre Warren have done well to apply the defensive pressure. How's the umpire going to see this? He waited a while, but he's blowed his whistle and he's going to ball it up. Any chance they can use this side of the ground, Aiden?
Yeah, it'd be very handy, Trent.
But no, they're giving the spectators exactly what they want on the crowd side. When the tap down there was Dwyer for Narre Warren. Gets it over the top, finds a teammate there in Bader. Bader now puts it on his boot, looking for West just over his head, but West did well to make a contest, and he's allowed it to go out of bounds for a boundary throw in down there, going towards half forward for Narre Warren.
Yep, so right in front of Narre Warren's coach's box. So they'll be directing plenty of troops there on the outer side, you would think, or the crowd side, really. It's our outer side, I suppose. But anyway, get a good look at this runt contest. So it's going to be Dwyer and Monkhurst to go up once again. So boundary throw-in on the crowd side of the ground. Dwyer to the front, probably got the better of the tap, looking for Bader, but it's through his hands, and once again the ball finds its way over and it'll be thrown back into play once again. So scores at the moment, Woori Yallock 4-4-28 lead, Narre 2-1-13 for those just tuning in. Good start for the Tigers. Narre with the first goal of the second quarter. And not a whole lot of scoring other than that, just the 1 goal so far in this second. So up it goes. Once again, Dwyer with front position, but it's Monkhurst who just grabs it from the back, taken down without the ball. How does the umpire see this? In fact, he has paid a free kick for a hold. So Dwyer just going too long with the tackle. Monkhurst assesses the options down the line. Just decides to chip it short. It should work out okay in the end. Looks like Basoli on the end of this kick. Just assesses the options as Cody Basoli. I think he's just going to go long down the line with the kick, though he looks inboard momentarily. And then eventually decides he will go long. So high up and under ball. Going to be a tricky one to mark, but a ball is just thumped over the boundary line in the end. So another boundary throw. And so plenty of stoppages on the crowd side of the ground for the moment. And we'll see what happens here. So once again, it will be Monkhurst and Dwyer to do battle on the ruck once more. So up it goes. And again, Monkhurst gets the front position. He just grabs the ball out of the ruck. He dropped it in the tackle. Umpire calls them to go. Now Narre with a 4-way forward. Over across to Gentili. He gets it moving, looking for Will Howe. Jesse Davies in the area there too. Howe didn't get the bounce of the ball to go his way. Robbie Allen down on hands and knees. Now they can go inside forward 50. Sewers with a wobbling kick towards goal. Has got it. Oh no, it was just offline. I thought he had it for a moment. Just to the wrong side of the post. So 2-2-14 now with Narre. Just unable to get that shot at goal on line. So Oscar Simpson with the kick-in duties on this occasion for the Tigers. And just goes short into the pocket.
Spencer.
Done that pretty well. It is Spencer with ball in hand there in the pocket. He'll go long down the line, high up and under ball. Can someone take a mark here? Benny Monkhurst going to park himself underneath it, and they just fist it over the boundary line. It will be thrown back into play. Right in front of Narre Warren's bench once again. So a bit of a gridlock at the moment. Not a lot of scoring being done. Still 14 points the difference. So once again, both rucks to do battle. Dwyer just gets rid of Monkhurst, tries to tap it back over his head, but no one really accommodated for it. Now, once again, the ball just heads towards the boundary line, paddle backwards momentarily. They get a handball inboard. Huge numbers around the ball once again. Going to be a tricky one to handle for either side, but now Narre might have a chance here, but locked up on the tackle straight away. And there's a whistle. It's holding the ball. It's going to go Woori's way.
So Woori now, one of their first looks. This quarter, they put it inside forward 50 now. Monkhurst is there, but it goes over the top of him. Neil chases after it, taps it into his direction, but the bounce doesn't favour him at all. They look to go, but it's a bit of a fumble, but there is a whistle being blown for a high contact free kick. So Narre Warren with a bit of a get out of jail free card there.
Yeah, just a bit clumsy there from Lindgren because, they were certainly under a bit of pressure.
Zeitsman didn't have the fumble, but now they can mop it up. They go wide looking for Davies. Flies, but just goes over the top of his head and is going to go over the boundary line for a boundary throw-in. Needs to be brought back into play now. 2 rucks, as will be for majority of the day. Matter of fact, this time Davies is going to put his hand up for Narre Warren. Does Woori Yallock have a ruckman? I can't see one.
Geordie Williams, I think, put his hand up here, Trent.
So Geordie Williams will go up. No one obviously was there. So Jesse Davies now gets the front position, gets the tap down to Mudamar. He goes wide to Tom Toner. Tom Toner tucks it under his arm, goes for a bit of a run, puts it inside the forward 50. Howe is there at the back, just quite doesn't hang on to the mark, but then applies the pressure and helps it back over the line for a boundary throw in.
Yeah, well done there by Arnold.
So now, top of the 50 for Narre Warren. Looks like this might be the scoring end here, Aiden. Yep. So the ball's getting ready to be thrown back into play here. Calvert will go up against Howe in the ruck. So the ball thrown into play now. Calvert probably got the tap, but he thumps it straight back to the boundary. Sometimes I wonder, Aiden, what is the point of that?
Yep.
But now, as they reset play here, getting ready to throw the ball back into play. A couple of midfielders try and create some space. As the ball's thrown into play, Howe wins that tap to Sewers. Now he gets the tap down. Did he get the handball away? No, umpire says that's a throw, so Woori Yallock will get the ball. And in fact, Gentili will. Gentili's at top of the 50, probably beyond his range. Will take a very big effort in this kick here.
At least 53, 54.
Tom Toner wants it out the back.
I think he's going to back himself here, Gentili.
It's a good field kick, Gentili. So now as he comes in, we'll have to kick this all of 50. Comes in. Very subtle approach. Now he winds up, puts it on the boot. Ooh. This is not a problem. Accuracy, how is it? It's good!
Oh, gee, Trent.
What a beautiful kick!
Don't doubt him. Distance not a problem at all. He got very close to the man on the mark there, but and he worked that ball back beautifully.
Yeah, he just allowed for the wind to just bring it back in enough. I thought it might have gone across the face, but then it just came back right at the late part.
Last moment's all it needed.
Came back at the right time. And it was a beautiful kick by Gentili, who started this game, probably one of the better players on the ground for Narre Warren, or on the ground, full stop.
No, exactly right, Trent. Beautiful finish with that goal for sure.
If we're ending the game right here, Aiden, I think Gentili would have my 3 votes at the moment.
No, he's looked very good at the moment. Up it goes once again. Calvert back in the ruck up against Davies. Calvert gets the tap moving forward. Toner was taken high and he will get a free kick. So now Narre have really got themselves into the game. And Toner a little bit sore here, Trent.
Yellow card.
Oh, there we go. Early days. It's Geordie Williams as well.
That's not a player you want going off.
No, exactly right. Particularly with the momentum going Narre's way. Cody Basoli remonstrates with the umpire, but doesn't really matter. So he's going to come off the ground.
It must have been a forearm or something for him to give him a yellow card for that.
Yeah, he's usually a pretty tough customer as Tom Toner, and he looks pretty sore. In fact, the trainer's come out just to make sure, because if he's been taken on the head, he might have to come off here. Because obviously concussion's a big issue in the game these days. But he's going to stay out there, Tommy Toner. So Bastoli just directing a couple of troops as Toner assesses the options up ahead. Just going to have to go long because all the numbers are behind the ball for the moment. Long kick inside forward 50. Howe was there, but it sails over his head. And Woori defenders get back and they just take the ball towards the boundary line. Do they keep it in? They might do so, but in the end, they're just happy to see it over. So it'll be thrown back into play inside the forward 50 here for Narre Warren, who've really got themselves into the contest now. After starting a bit slowly, they're really looking good here. So boundary throw in. Up it goes. Front position here is Dwyer, but Calvert just got rid of him, but it might have been a push in the back.
Yeah, he's going to give it.
So a shot at goal coming up for Hayden Dwyer. He can get it back to 2 points here with a straight kick. So it's 3-2-20 to 4-4-28, and Narre have certainly had the better of this second quarter so far. And yet it's a bit clumsy there from Jake Calvert. The body work just very much, it was a pretty obvious shove by the looks of it, and the umpire, he wasn't going to miss that one. So here we go, Hayden Dwyer. What has the big ruckman got for us? Couple of stutter steps, in he comes. Starts at left, it's well across the face. That's not going to come back anywhere near enough. Is there a mark on the line? No, there's not. Has been paid. Oh, wow. There we go. So the mark's been paid. Can you believe that?
So it's Howe too.
Yep, so the umpire happy enough with that one. So Will Howe runs around and puts it away. And Narre are back within 2 points, 4-2-26 to 4-4-28. They've got the first 3 goals of this second quarter.
First for Howe as well.
Yep, missed one early days in the first quarter, and he's got that one. So very much on an even kill this game after Woori started so well. They've conceded the next 3 goals. And just 2 points separate the two sides. The ball comes back into the middle.
We're over halfway too.
Yep, 15 minutes now gone. So red time not too far away here at Don Road in the second quarter.
How long did the last quarter go for, Aiden?
27-4. So pretty long first quarter, particularly given we only do 18 minutes on time on, for those who didn't know. So ball comes back into the middle, and really good stuff here, Trent, from Narre in this second quarter. Very much back in the contest.
So it's ball brought back to the middle here. Dwyer will go up against Calvert. So Monkhorst taking a break from the ruck a bit here. Calvert goes early, and Dwyer was unable to get the tap down though. No one really got the tap down now. It's wide out. Adams chases after with the tape around his face. Aiden, if you can notice that. It's been early, and he falls into the back. How's the umpire going to see this? High contact in the back, you name it. It's one of them. Gentili. Now he's told to play on, interestingly. So he'll go wide. Bader. Bader brings it inboard. It's a nice looking kick. Finds Batira. Batira wheels around. Puts it deep inside 450. Howe was there, but it's over his head, and it's in the hands of Davies, who plays on immediately and kicks it straight through. Narre Warren are in front.
Another instant reply there.
It's his second on the board too, Davies.
He's only the multiple goal kicker on the ground so far. We have all got individuals, and yeah, that was the first one there. So second lead change of the game. Narre back in front. They've kicked 4 goals in this second quarter. Only 16 minutes have gone. And 5-2-32 now leads 4-4-28. So just looking a lot better now, Trent. They've got a bit more direction. Davies has really stepped up. Will Howe's just come in with his first goal. So really coming alive now. Have Narre Warren as the ball's back in the middle once again. So how can Woori respond? It's their turn now. They've got to try and find one, and can they regain the lead?
Yeah, they really need a response here, as Williams is already off with the yellow card as well, which wouldn't help for them at all.
No, probably not going to play any more of this second quarter.
Monkhorst back in the ruck for Yallock. Dwyer fights front position, but Monkhorst manages to get the tap down. Tackle is laid straight away, and the umpire will ask for the ball back to reset play here. As the ball's thrown up, Dwyer goes early, and Monkhorst probably gets the tap from behind. Could have nearly got a free kick.
Yep.
This one's going to be a free kick for high contact, though, going the way of Woori Yallock here. They can have an opportunity for Ryan. Ryan immediately puts it on the boot. Sees something he's like, is it over the head? Yes, it is. It's intercepting mark. Nicely done there by Narre Warren, defender, who's pulled up really sore here, and he's got Papworth. He's going to give the handball off because he can't physically kick it.
Yeah, gee, what's going on there?
And now the umpire's telling him he has to take it back. Now it's play on. He'll give the handball to Russell. Russell with the booming long kick down the wing. Might work out to Davies. Just doesn't quite take the distance. Is Papworth going to make his way off? It looks like he's trying to get to the bench, but the ball is coming his direction. And Ben Monkhorst will take the mark here and put it deep inside the forward 50, but it's going to miss everything and go out of bounds on the 4. You can see him hopping in the background still there, Aiden.
It's a long way to go too.
He's trying everything to get off, but everywhere he goes, the ball is just in too much of a dangerous position. The trainer is out to him now to assess him. Now he'll hobble from the ground as Narre Warren bring it back into play in the hands of Mutimer. So Mutimer goes short, and now it's a long up and under kick down the line. It doesn't stay in play. It's going to be out of bounds on the full. Going the way of Woori Yallock will bring a ball back into play. And everywhere he goes, he's just following him. Again, Papworth was in the way of the ball as he hobbled off. It's the ball now. Woori Yallock will bring the ball back into play. that they do. The kick isn't quite what they would have wanted. Smith goes in, tries to get it hard underneath it. Davies gets a clearing kick. Can a mark be taken? Yes, it can. Intercepting marks. Woori can go again. They've got their wall set up around the centre line. They put it wide, but interesting looking kick, but it bounces over Batira's head. Ben Munkos gets a handball over the top. Fumbling that time was Mitch Arnold. Now they're off. Now they can go, but Woori doing well, and they've mopped it up. They can link up for a couple of handballs off half back. But again, an interesting looking kick, and it's not going to work out. Will the mark be paid? No, but it's going to be a free kick going the way of Jacob Mutimer. So Mutimer will reset off half back for Narre. Warren has a player running around the back, doesn't use him. Just decides to go wide and long. Scalzo's there, but again, to nothing really in particular, and taking the intercepting mark is Simpson.
Doing well there, Simpson's a game of tennis at the moment. Kicks going back and forth all the way. So Simpson, his kick was smothered. It might still work out okay for Bunches, who had to get rid of his man, but he's turned it over. Batira gets the handball away to Scalzo. Scalzo wants to go by boot, and that's what he does. Kick to centre half forward, and he's found Dantona. Is he within range? I think he's going to back himself in here, Dantona. He is, yep, he's pointing towards the goal. So the man of the mark right on the arc of 50. No, he's faked it, and he sends it inside forward 50, but he's missed the kick. And now Woori on the counter-attack through the middle of the ground. They go for Soli, though, taking the tackle straight away. Here goes Dantona once again. Long handball, looking for Sewers. Was he taken off the ball? No, umpire calls them to go. Ball heads towards the outer side of the ground. Huge numbers around it for both teams. What can happen here? Eventually, Smith gets the handball away to Sizewerder, who takes it under his wing, sends it long down the line, but he's turned it over. Has he? Dwyer couldn't take the mark. Going through his Zeetzman. He gets the ball away on the left boot. Long kick down the line. Can a mark be taken? No, it can't. Once again, fisted away. Atchison gets the ball. He hands it away to Monkhurst. Monkhurst kick down the line. He does well to find Spencer. So Spencer gets the ball moving forward. Good kick, good vision. And they can slow it down now. The Tigers, frantic bit of play there, but in the end, the ball currently in the control of Liam O'Day, who's usually pretty steadfast, and eventually he just loads up on this right boot and he'll send it long down the line. Bit of a wobbly ball once again. No one's going to be able to take the mark. It beat the bounce there of Dwyer, and eventually the ball finds its way over and it'll be thrown back into play on the crowd side wing. So Narre just frantically getting this ball moving one way and then Woori doing it the other. So here we go, boundary thrown. Monkhurst in the ruck up against Dwyer. Monkhurst will get there first. Ball heads towards the boundary line once again. Can they keep it in play? Thompson did well. Centres the ball. Can he find a set of hands? There's a whistle. And it's going to be downfield to Woori. Here we go. Kick into the pocket. Monkhurst. No, Johnson did well. Read the flight of the ball and he cuts it off. And they've done well here, Narre, to repel this initial attack. So another kick into the back pocket. What can Narre do here? How do they get the ball moving out of defence? Plenty of numbers down the line. Long kick. Up and under ball. Who can take the mark here? No, and it spills out the back. Bunches should be able to get this first, and that's what he does. Gets the kick moving back the other way for Woori. Another high up, another ball. O'Day is there. A couple of flyers, but no one can take the mark. Woori looking pretty dangerous for the moment. Can they get this ball moving inside forward 50? No, not for the moment. It's locked up, and we'll have a stoppage at half forward for the Tigers. About 55 out from goal for Woori. So once again, Monkhurst and Dwyer. Probably Dwyer winning the better of that tap. Gentili paddles it forward. Do they keep it in play? No, they can't. So once again, the ball just finds its way over. Tonda couldn't keep it in either, and we'll have another boundary throw in. So what can the two rucks do here? Up it goes once again. Monkhurst, Dwyer with front position, but Monkhurst tries to get out of the back. It's socket forward momentarily. No mark can be taken, but now Narre might be away here on the counter-attack. Good long kick. Might work out here to Batira. Can he take the mark? Yes, he can. Did well up against Marsh. Comes inboard. Really good bit of vision too as well. Sewell's presented beautifully. He'll wheel around onto the left boot, and that's what he does. Kick to about half forward. Here is Howe, and he's got it. And Will Howe should back himself in. He's within range. Can he go back and make this a 10-point difference to be the biggest lead of the game so far for Narre? No, he hands it off. From about 55, long kick distance, not a problem. Just offline.
Gentili, that was.
So Peter Gentili just couldn't quite get the ball working back. But 5-3-33 now, and Narre Warren to Woori 4-4-28. It's a 5-point difference. And we've been going 23.5 into this second quarter.
Bring it back in, Spencer it is, in fact, for Woori, who plays on, takes his full measure and gets a handball over the top. Now they can keep the ball moving, but a tackle is laid straight away. Is this a turnover? Narre Warren have the chance to go forward now. Short kick, and he's found Sewers. So Sewers now line up on a tight angle. Already has the one today. 1 goal, 1. It's been lively up and down the ground. Bit going on behind the ball. Guess who's involved, Aiden? Have a guess. Don't even look. Have a guess.
Tom Toner.
Yeah, be the one.
Yep.
Sewers now. Lines up on a tight angle. Kick looks pretty good, and kick is home.
Beautiful finish.
Kicks his second for the afternoon. And Narre Warren extended out.
Yep, 11 points. That's their biggest lead of the game.
This might be the scoring end, Aiden.
Yeah, well, it could be. Trent and Narre have used it a little bit better. 5 goals to Woori's 4 in the first, and Woori's still yet to register a goal at that far end. So 11 points of difference it is now at Don Road Recreation Reserve as we get closer and closer to half-time. And Narre have responded well after trailing by 20 quarter time. They currently lead by 11. So can Woori get a responding goal before half-time?
And Wandin a 7-7-49
There
leading
you go.
30 Creek 1 goal 4-10. Matter of fact, they just kicked another goal 8-7-55 to 1 goal 4-10. As the ball keeps moving into play now. And Spencer gets a handball at the back for Woori Yallock and gets them 1-2. Then goes to the middle of the ground. Not the kick he would have wanted. It goes over the head of Gibson. Ben Moncourse is there. He's tackled, but he gets a handball out to Ryan. Ryan Banana, check side off the boot.
Oh, it's got it.
And he's got it. So Woori Yallock get the response. Ryan kicks his first.
Gee, I thought that was going to bend too much, Trent, but no, he worked it beautifully.
Yes, he did. He's done well to keep it in play. And Moncourse did really well in the contest, making a contest and going back and getting the handball over the top two.
Yeah, that's it. Got it to ground level, Trent. You're absolutely right. And that's a good responding goal there for Woori. They'll certainly be happy with that. Get one back and back to 5 points. And now 26 minutes have gone into this second quarter. So we'll try and see if we can get a netball update here for our listeners before we head to half time, because it's not going to be too far away with 26 minutes already gone into this quarter. 5 points of difference for those who are tuning in. Narre Warren 6-3-39, lead Woori Yallock 5-4-34. So we wait for the ball to come back into the middle. So Monkhurst and Dwyer once again to do battle in the ruck. Good finish there from Jack Ryan, the check side, about 20-30 metres out. So up it goes once again. It's probably Monkhurst at ground level winning the tap. Basoli with an opportunity, but he slipped over at the wrong moment. Opportunity now. Johnson gets the handball away. Nice to Scalzo. Up and under ball. Going to be a tricky one to mark. Marsh tracks it back. So too does Spencer. Does he keep the ball in play? No, he's happy to see it over. It'll be a boundary throw in on the broadcast side wing. 26 and a half now gone into the second quarter. So half-time not going to be too far away. Once again, Zachy Monkhurst and Hayden Dwyer to do battle in the ruck. So we wait for the ball to be thrown back into play. Do Woori have one more goal in them before half-time? Can they recapture this lead? So Monkhurst does really well, got rid of Dwyer. He gets the ball moving with a little kick around the body on the left. Gibson presented nicely. The kick wasn't the greatest for him. It was a bouncing ball. He's taken straight away there by Zeetzman, and so too West. And we will have another stoppage. So stoppage again on the broadcast side wing, just forward to centre for Woori. Dwyer wins the tap, but it could be an opportunity for the Tigers once again. Lindgren, was he taken off of it? No. Leg, said the umpire, so it'll be a free kick either way. Scalzo thought it was his free kick, and he's going to get the ball away quickly before the umpire pays 25. So Lindgren loads up on the right boot, gets the ball to about half. It's a wobbly ball, but it works out in the end there to Angus Smith, who just got there. Nearly a bit of a half volley for him, but anyway, Smith sends it long into the pocket. Another wobbly ball, no mark can be taken. Chance for Monkhurst out the back. Sockers the ball inboard. Can someone get it off the ground here for the Tigers? No, they can't. They rush it over to Narre Warren. So 5-5-35 now, Woori Yallock. The Magpies 6-3-39, so just 4 points separates the two sides, nearing half-time.
28 minutes have gone.
Yep, it's a very long quarter. So long kick out of defence here for the Magpies. Another real wobbly ball off the boot. Boontjes, in fact, slapped it back in towards the corridor. There was Boontjes on that occasion. And the umpire calls for it. Ball was locked up. Johnson directing a couple of troops there for Narre as the ball's about to be balled up once again. So Davies going to go up in the ruck this time, is it? No. Dwyer and Monkhurst come up to contest this one. Dwyer with front position gets the tap back into the corridor. Dangerous times, but West did really well. That was Josh West. Gets the ball moving and he's done well to find Hamish. Fisted away though by Robbie Allen, who did pretty well on the 1-on-1 but lost his feet probably at the wrong time. Sizeworth did well to come across, but he's tackled him high. And Narre should get a forward 50 entry from this. West wastes absolutely no time.
He's turned it. I think it's going to be a reversal free, maybe. No, they're just asking him to bring the ball back.
It's got to come back once again. There you go. So we see that a little bit. So disappointing there for Narre. It's going to give Woori time to get numbers back. So West once again has got to take his kick. Long loads up off the left boot. And the siren beats Jesse Davies. Marsh probably had the better of it anyway, and that is going to be Premier Division. It's Narre Warren and Woori Yallock. It's Narre by 4 points. Bob McNeese holds the ball aloft and we're going to be underway once again. Hayden Dwyer up against Monkhurst. Dwyer probably getting the better of that tap, and there's a whistle already. And it's going to be a free kick to the Magpies. And Kurt Mutimer will be the recipient. So Mutimer assesses the options up ahead and then loads up on the left boot. Long kick inside forward, 50. And he's found Davies. And straight away, Narre Warren have already got a look. And
Kick two in the first half as well, Davies.
Yep. 2 goals in the second quarter. And they got a look early days in the first quarter, Trent. So this is very similar to their first quarter start. And Jesse Davies, this for a 10-point margin for Narre.
Each quarter they've kicked the very first opening goal in very quick circumstances.
Yep, in pretty much under probably a minute, 2 minutes. So in comes Jesse Davies. Already got 2 in the afternoon, as Trent mentioned, from about 45. And it's a wobbler off the boot, well and truly off line. Has it fallen into the lap? Yes, it has. There we go. So still going to be a shot at goal coming up for Hamish West. The ball just fortuitously fell into his lap. And they will get another crack at this Narre Warren. We've seen a few floaty wobblers off the boot today from both sides going long, so a bit interesting. But West will get a good look here from only about 20 metres out. Got a bit of an angle to contend with, but distance certainly not going to trouble him. So West, this to make it 10 points of difference. Just give him a little bit of a buffer. In he comes. And he just squeezes it through for a behind, so another real wobbly ball off the boot. And a reprieve for the Woori Yallock defence. West unable to convert. It's a 5-point difference, 6-4-40 to 5-5-35. Robbie Allen with the kicking duties. And he looks to the broadcast, or the crowd side of the ground, I should say. Long kick it is as well, very long, at least about 60 metres. Beats everyone, no, but it didn't beat Lindgren. And he takes the ball under his wing, sends a barrel onto the boot to about half forward. Neal gets back. How does the bounce? It doesn't quite work for him. Couldn't quite get it under his control. Joshy Neal, was he held? No, he soccers it forward. Opportunity now for Ben Monkhurst. Can he get the ball under his control? Yes, he can. But he's tackled straight away and he's penalised. Wow. Umpire McNeese not pulling any punches. Maybe incorrect, I suppose, but gee, it was a red-hot call. So the Narre defence hold up. Long kick down the line. Again, just a bit of a floater through the air. No mark can be taken. No, yes. Doing well was Gibson, getting back, and he centres the ball to Basoli, who's got a little clip around the ear. He wanted 25, but the umpire not giving him anything. So Cody Basoli to line up from 45 out, directly in front.
And I don't think Jordan Williams is back on the ground yet, Aiden.
No, he might still have to wait a minute or two, but he shouldn't be too far away. About midway through, or maybe just after. In that second quarter there, Jordy Williams getting sent off for those who are unaware. So Cody Basoli is going to line them up. This to give Woori Yallock the lead back. Already had 2 lead changes in the game so far. Down by 5 at the moment. He's already kicked 1 goal. He's played a bit forward today as well. So when he comes, distance not a problem. And he's got it. Cody Basoli with his second, Woori's first multiple goal kicker. And he puts his side back in front. 6-5-41 to Woori Yallock to Narre Warren at 6-4-40. Third lead change of the game.
Yeah, they get the first goal of the quarter, Aiden. Again, I was going to say they bounced back because Narre Warren did get that start. Obviously, it didn't convert, but got the start, and it's what it's like. It's been all quarters so far.
Yep.
Narre Warren go forward inside their 450 really early in the quarter, then Woori Yallock responds straight away.
There we go. So really nicely done there by Basoli. 2 goals from a pretty similar spot, and he's doing well in the final so far.
Ball's thrown up now. Monkhurst gets the tap down. O'Day goes in, but he's tackled there by Scalzo. And how's the umpire going to see this? He's going to pin him for holding the ball, so Scalzo will get it now and push off the mark from the centre circle, looking to go inside 450. Scalzo now wastes no time. Puts a bird on the ball, puts it in direction. West is down there.
Oh, well done.
So is Sewers, but he's unable to hold the mark. Now it's going to be clear and kick. Ben Munkos will park himself in a 2-on-1 situation. Unable to hold him up, but Tira's out the back. Looks for a handle over to Zeetzman. Gibson just knocks it forward, chasing after it. Arnold, the bounce not favouring him at all. And it's going to go out of play. Mitch Arnold just not getting the favourable bounce. Was a bit frustrated after it as well. As you can imagine, as the ball's been thrown back into play now to Ruckman, Dwyer and Monkhurst to go at it. Monkhurst gets the tap and taps it towards his forward 50, chasing after it hard there. Josh West, he's met with a strong tackle straight away, and the umpire will ball that one up again. Good strong tackle laid there by Neil. O'Day it is, in fact. Monkhurst gets a little tap out the back. Smith is there, sorry. And now they go hard. Gentili gets a handball from Mutimer. Now they get a few handballs. Gentili puts it on the boot over his head, but it's going to be turned over. Now they can go have a chance to go back inside the forward 50 here. Woori Yallock in the hands of Thompson. Thompson goes wide. Get him up. We take it. No, it can't. It's inside the 450. Scalzo cops a big hip and shoulder. Now they run around. They get a few handballs. Turned over Tira. Now Narre Warren look to try and get out of traffic. They get a handball out the back. Now it's a clearing kick. Will this stay in play? No, it's not. But could it be a free kick? No. West wanted it in the back. He's not going to get it. Now they've played on here. Putting it on the boot. Simpson into the top of the 50. Out the back. No, to no one particular. No mark we haven't. Calvert froze his weight around. Grabbed a bit of his shoulder. Now they appeal for a high contact. And he's going to get it. It was a late call. I didn't think they were going to get it. But Smith will gather is at the top of the 50 now. He immediately plays on. Puts it inside 450. Ben Munkos is there. Puts the one hand out. Nearly holds on to it. Neil is out the back. Can they get it? No, Narre won't look at it. But Ben Munkos goes in and gets it again. Throwing his body around. The clearing kick. Snap around the body at a time.
Gibson.
And it's Gibson. Hasn't troubled the scoreboard as of yet. And has his first in a critical time.
There we go. 7 points of difference now for Woori. They've got the first 2 goals of this third quarter. And this does seem to be the scoring end trend. I think we can definitely establish that now. There's been, 13 goals been kicked on the afternoon. Only 2 goals to the Township end and 11 to the Gembrook end of the ground. So, very good stuff here from Woori Yallock. They get a little bit of breathing room once again. But it probably goes without saying, Trent, they probably do need to kick a few more because it does seem like Narre will probably be able to claw their way back in the last quarter either way with the scoring end seeming to be down that end. So, it's back in the middle once again. Monkhurst again up against Dwyer. Up it goes. Dwyer probably getting the better of the tap. Thompson paddled it forward. Monkhurst down on hands and knees. Got the handball away. It was sharked by Mutimer. But now they're away once again. Basoli got the handball away, but his teammate was tackled right away. And we will have a stoppage. It'll be take 2 in the centre. So a real congested bit of play that was. So once again, both rucks to do battle. Dwyer just bodies Monkhurst, but he probably won the tap in the end, did Zachy Monkhurst. That's got to be holding the ball, surely. Yes, it is. So a free kick here for Woori Yallock, who are bringing the heat. Thompson wastes no time. Sends him inside forward 50. Neil tries to get back, but Seatsman did well. Steadfast in defence. And he takes the intercept mark as Woori were definitely coming. And he just chips it across to West. West has got Batira up the line. So too Scalzo even further. Does he spot one of them? No, decides against him. Eventually does go long to Scalzo. Cutting across, though, here for Woori on that occasion there was O'Day. Did well enough. Davies get a handball inboard. And now they can get the ball moving here. Can Sewers keep it in play? Yes, he does. Just no, he didn't. Boundary umpire said it came out. So it'll be a boundary thrown right in front of our broadcast position here at Don Road. So once again, Dwyer to go up in the ruck up against Monkhurst. It's already 8 minutes gone into the third quarter. Woori have got the first 2 goals in it, and they lead by 7 points at the moment, 7-5-47 to 6-4-40. So boundary throw in on the broadcast side wing. Up it goes. Monkhurst with front position in the ruck, but eventually getting his way to the front was Dwyer. Thompson picks it up, goes inboard. It's a dangerous kick, and it's going to be very dangerous because they turn it over. Jacob Mutimer with ball in hand. Long kick down the line. Probably not the best because Oscar Simpson should get here first, but in the end, the kick probably just beat him. Can he get the ball at ground level? Eventually he does that. He gets the handball away to Mitch Arnold. Wasn't Mitch, sorry, it was Brad. Brad does kick it to Mitch, though, and now coming across here is Josh West. Narre Warren did well to paddle it forward. The Magpies looking to press here. West once again with a second effort did pretty well. So too did Gentili. Gets the kick away just in time. Frantic stuff across the crowd side wing here for the Magpies, but it looks like they may have turned it over. Thompson with ball in hand once again. Gets away from a couple. Boonchest got the handball moving forward, but he was tackled straight away. It's locked up on the crowd side, and I think it's going to be a stoppage, and it will be. So real hot, heavy, hot, congested footy for the moment. Up it goes once again. No, the umpire just taking your sweet time. Here we go. Goes for it now. Monkhurst tries to tap it back in towards the corridor, but it's Woori who get the ball. Narre, get the ball moving forward. And it's going to be a boundary throw inside the forward 50 of the Magpies.
Wanted to have kicked their ninth.
There we go. What's the score now?
9-7-61 to 1 goal 4-10. Jesse Hogan's also kicked his second and the second for the Giants.
There we go.
And the ball's into play now. The tackle is laid. The umpire going to see it. He's going to ask for the ball up. So the far side of the ground, right in front of the spectators. Davies, gets the tap down. He's doing a bit of ruck work now. Williams back on the ground, gets the handball out the back to Spencer. But it's intercepted and turned over. So look to bring the ball back in here. In the hands of Gentili. He goes wide, but this one's spoiled. And they can mop it up here now. Woori, handball out of the back. But it's going to go out of the bounds, in the boundary from right in front of the crowd. So they're going to love every moment of this. It's into the third quarter, Aiden, so they might be getting a bit up and about too. I'm sure there's plenty being said as the ball's been thrown in. Monkhurst works his way to the front and gets the tap down. Out of the back here, can they get a clearing kick? No, a tackle is laid straight away, and the umpire's going to have to restart play again. So a lot of stoppages being played. 10.5 minutes gone into the second half. Yallock with the lead. It's a tap down again by Monkhurst. Again, there's a bit of a scrappy play being played on the wing there. No one getting the clear possession, and the umpire's probably going to have to blow his whistle again. That he does. This time making its way down to the canteen. So gave it some ground.
Yep. Slowly but surely.
It's the ball again going early to wire. Monkhurst just thumps that one. No one player doesn't get quite the kind bounce he would have liked, but they can link up in here. Now they go, but it's going to be turned over. So Woori get in the middle of the ground. They get around a few. Handle it to Arnold. Arnold now they move forward for O'Day. O'Day goes over the head. Everyone has to bounce. Ooh. Just going to go across the face for a minor score. O'Day nearly putting one on the run there. One of the players we said to look out for pre-game. So Zeke's going to bring the ball back into play for Narre Warren. We don't want him to go that way, not that way, not that way. Oh, but he's going to the far side. Far side once again. But it's a nice mark taken there by the ruckman Dwyer. So Dwyer at half back. He's told to play on, so he just puts the high up and under ball down the wing. Howe presents, unable to hold the mark. Scrappy ball being at it, but Narre Warren looked over it into control. Tono's at the bottom of the pack. Now they can link up here for a couple. Beta now handball back to Tonner. Now they get the kick moving forward, but Woori seem to have it in possession, but it's a good strong tackle laid there. The umpires appeal. Sorry, the crowd appeal for the umpires to give a hold on the ball. But it's going to go against Narre Warren for a free kick to Woori. And they can move the ball forward down the wing. Couple present. Gibson's there. Can't take the mark. Gets over at the back of him. Now they look to run it out here. Narre Warren. They go up the middle of the ground. And they have a couple of players here. They have Braden Sharp. Sharp gets a kick in. And they're all out the back here. Dan Toner. Handball over the top to Howe. Nearly falls over in the process. But recovers himself and puts it straight through for a goal. He has his second.
Gee, there we go. That could have been disastrous.
Oh, no. Aiden, I thought he was going to go rolling holies there.
He was wobbling around like a baby giraffe, Trent. That could have been very catastrophic if that...
but how did Dan Toner and Will Howe get out the back like that?
I don't know. It's pretty poor checking from the Woori defence, it has to be said. They do get the margin back to 2 points. But yeah, it definitely wasn't the prettiest way to do it. But in the end, the ball did go through the middle, which is all that matters. 7-4-46 to 7-6-48. Woori still with the lead as the ball comes back into the middle. So once again, it is going to be Zachy Monkhurst and Hayden Dwyer to do battle in the ruck. Oh, and the Woori water carrier just told to step back off the, or step back behind the boundary line. So Geordie Williams is back on the ground. Here is Tono, takes him on, gets the kick away just in time. Couldn't quite find a target. Joel Adams lays a good strong tackle straight away on Batira. Umpire calls them to go. And we will have a stoppage on the broadcast wing once again. So good stuff there from Joel Adams. So we wait for the umpire to throw the ball off once again. Monkhurst taps it towards the boundary line. Williams has got it under his control, but he's tackled straight away by Toner. And we will have another stoppage right in front of the Yarra Rangers sign on this occasion. Cody Basoli with a few choice words, and umpire McNeese once again pulling no punches. I will call the game very much, thank you. So here is Williams, who gets the ball moving down the line. It's a good kick. Can Ben Monkhorst take the mark? Not quite. Basoli wanted to take it over, couldn't do so. The boundary up, I reckons it did. So will be another boundary throw in. So once again, it'll be Hayden Dwyer and Zach Monkhorst to do battle. Let's see what happens here. Boundary throw, a pretty good one as well. Up and under ball. Dwyer eventually gets to the front, gets the tap. It's a ground level ball. Angus Smith is in there. He lays the tackle on Dwyer. Narre want high, but nothing forthcoming. Thompson tried to come away, but he just didn't get the football. And we'll have another stoppage. So a bit of a gridlock at the moment. Woori just willing it forward. So both Basoli and Williams involved at this stoppage. Not up forward. Dwyer wins the tap, the free kick for a hold, and think this is going to go Dwyer's way, and it is. So Hayden Dwyer just getting a little tug of the jumper there from Zachy Monkhorst, and he gets the handball away. Zeetzman provided the overlap run. Long kick down the line, but all the representation here for the Tigers, but Robbie Allen couldn't take the mark, and West is out the back, and he centres the ball beautifully, and Dan Toner on the end of it. And a set shot from 25 metres out directly in front here for Dan Toner. And this to get the lead back for Narre Warren. This would be the fourth lead change of the game if he can convert. 15 and a half gone into the third quarter. Umpire just tells him to come around just a little bit. So what can he do here, Dan Toner? Big kick coming up. Distance shouldn't be a problem. He starts it right and just sneaks it in for a behind. So Woori still hold the lead for the moment, but it is just a 1 point difference. 7-5-47 to Narre to Woori Alex 7-6-48. Dan Toner unable to convert. So wait for the ball to come back into play. And they do just that. So Marsh provides a lead here for Woori. Was there a bit of a push there from Batira? No. As Tom Toner comes back, but in the end the ball was taken by West. Little chip kick forward is a good one on that occasion too to mute him up. Mute him up. Tom Toner saw once again, he's gone down, and Mutimer sells the candy to a couple of players. Long kick inside forward, 50. No mark can be taken. Where are the Crummers? Oh, there's a step towards goal. It's just offline. And Tom Toner is very sore here. Trenny's caught one in the head, and he's taking his time to get up. I think the trainer needs to come across to him here. So he looks very sore. So Hamish West unable to convert once again. Scores a level for the moment. 7-6-48 it is.
Looks like Ben Monkhorst who might have got him.
Yeah, I think he might stay out here, just checking for any blood on the nose, but doesn't seem to be any. So long kick from fullback. I think Geordie Williams has taken the kick in duties there. Goes over the top of everyone, and Woori might be away. Basoli's got the ball. He's got Monkhorst long. He goes for him. He might go even longer. In fact, it's Benny Monkhorst here. Yes, he's taken the mark. He's got Marsh running back to full forward. Oh, no. It did work out in the end to Jack Ryan. 2 for 8 to score. That's got to be 25. No. Gee, Tom Toner. Very risky to do that. Jack Ryan, I think, might back himself in. Long kick. Distance not a problem. It's offline. Monkhorst, no, it didn't go over, and he's got it! He's put Woori back in front. Now, hang on. There is confusion on the goal line. What is going on here? Did it go over already? No, it's a goal. Monkhorst has got it. Woori are back in front. 8-6-54 to 7-6-48. More confusion. But in the end, it is a goal.
Tom Toner's still struggling in the middle here.
Yeah, gee. That's the second one he's copped to the head as well, Trent. So really probably worth coming off just to get him checked. But, I mean, he's a tough player, but he's got to be really careful with concussion stuff. So Zachy Monkhorst, in all of that, has kicked the goal. We weren't quite sure. I thought it had already been rushed over, but Monkhorst, awake to the situation, gathered the ball, put it through, and Woori are back in front.
This ball comes back into the middle of the play, and we're ticked into red time now, just over 18 minutes into the third quarter. Ball thrown up, back into play. Getting the tap down to wire for Narre Warren, and a tackle is laid straight away, so they're going to reset play and have to do that all over again. So the ball now thrown up. Calvert gets the tap and grabs it out of the ruck himself. Mutimer goes in and gets a kick away. An intercepting mark taken by Allen. Allen now plays on, wheels around, and an interesting looking kick towards the 50. Unable to hold the mark, Russell, but he gets the handball out to Bader. Bader puts it forward. There's Tom Toner. Goes in, tries to get it again. And Mutimer gets the clearing kick inside the forward 50. Can be taken fighting for front position there was Toner. Tackle lay, but is there going to be a free kick? No, I thought there might have been because it was a very, very quick whistle. But umpire was just exerting his dominance and saying, I'll take that. Wants to feel a bit of the Bit of the Sheridan in his hand, Aiden. Now, the ball thrown up now. Getting the tap down, trying to thump it was Calvert, but didn't go very far. And coming up to meet the ball. And they snap it around the body. And it's Davies. I want to say, yes, it's Davies. Davies has 3.
8-6-54, scores a level again.
So he's been really good. Aiden's taken a couple of strong marks too.
Yeah, felt like there was definitely an opportunity for a little bit more heat for Jesse Davies there. Felt like that was just a little bit too easy for him, but he's done well, put it through, and once again, Narre get the instant response, and they get scores level once again.
They say, Davies, you kicked 3, mate, but you still going to have to go on the ruck.
Yep.
So now he has his stint in the ruck now. The ball's going to be thrown up. Davies. Calvert gets the tap down. And they're coming off the line. Pasoli. Tackle laid straight away now. Williams is around there too. Going in and get it was Joel Adams. Williams now was at a high contact free kick. One umpire says play on the out of zone. Umpire says no, it's a high contact free kick. It's going to come back to Geordie Williams, who's also slow to get up.
Yep.
So Williams now is very slow to get up, but he's on his feet now. And now his kick is smothered. And he gets it back, feeds a bit of candy, but he's turning it over again. Sewers gets it now. Handball over the top from West. Now they can go in the hands here of Sam Johnson. Sam Johnson puts it inside forward 50, but it's the good intercept mark. And turned over there. Looked to be Brad Arnold.
Yeah, it was, yep.
Brad Arnold now, interesting kick into the middle of the ground. Will this pay off? It could pay off. Moving forward now. They're looking for Angus Smith. The bounce is not kind, but he manages to gather it, but he's tackled in a brilliant tackle. Is the umpire going to see this one? Hold the ball.
Gee, poor old Angus. Angus Smith.
Nothing was going right. It's a 25-metre penalty.
Just could not get that ball to bounce his way at all. It just kept getting away from him, and then it just dropped low.
It's going to be in the hands of Josh West. Will he get a runner out the back? No, but he gets someone short. And he kicks it to them. It's Tom Russell. And the number 25 will bring Russell well in range now. So it must have been back chat or something, Aiden, because didn't look like there was any incident that happened. But this will bring Russell within 30 to 35 metres out.
Cody Basoli's there, and he did.
And he plays on. Kick is on its way, and he's kicked it.
Cody Basoli did get told off earlier, Trent, and I kind of wonder whether he said something, and you really hope it wouldn't be him, because you really think as the captain you've got to be a lot smarter than... I definitely can't say that it was him, because we don't know for sure, but he was told off about 5 or 6 minutes ago, so you really like to think that the Woori skipper wouldn't have made such a silly mistake, and now...
Tom Russell from half-back comes forward and kicks a goal and puts him in front.
Yep, that's it. It's the 4th lead change of the game. Just wait for the ball to come back into the middle. And this is handy for Narre Warren. They've got the lead late in the 3rd quarter, and they do have the scoring end. We believe it's a scoring end in the last quarter. So Calvert back up in the ruck up against Davies. So the 2 part-timers to do battle, up it goes. Davies jumped early, but in the end it came probably off the back heel there of Calvert towards Narre's into the ground, but in the end it's locked up, and it will be another stoppage just forward to centre for the Magpies. So take 2 in the centre. Once again, Calvert and Davies to do battle. Davies tapped it down, but in the end it was sharked there by Williams. Calvert with a good little spin. Got the handball away to Adams. Adams towards the broadcast side of the ground. Arnold takes on a couple, gets the handball away. Williams is involved once again. Oh, did well. Sold the candy on Davies. Gets the kick away in the left just in time. 2-1-1. Gibson up against Seatsman. Seatsman did well. Got the punch away, and it worked out of the end to Russell. Adams. Oh, Robbie Allen did well. Clever as ever, Robbie Allen read the play beautifully and came in to take the intercept mark, and he's got plenty of options up the line, and he's a long kick too as Robbie Allen, who gets that ball all the way to centre half forward. Neil is there, but a good little fist on that occasion by Jacob Mutimer, and now Narre on the counter-attack. Brown got the handball away to West, but there's a free kick going Narre's way, and they just chip it across for the moment. So Russell, the goal kicker, involved at half-back. Has Tom Toner a short option. He's got Scalzo further afield, and he'll go to him as well. Williams just couldn't get there in time, so Scalzo did well, holds the mark. Looked inboard and then just decides to hand it away to Toner. So Toner long on that right boot. Probably all the representation here with the Tigers. No one can take the mark. Dantona did well with the crumbs. Kick back inboard. No one can take the ball cleanly. Here is Will Howe. Sockers it forward to himself. Can he win the ground level ball? No, he can't. Calvert gets it away to Thompson. Thompson's handled a bit errant, but it works out in the end. Joel Adams with the ball in the middle of the ground. Goes towards the outer side, and they might be away here now, Woori, because getting the ball under his control is Arnold, but he just got the handle away just in time. Monkhurst got it at half forward. His kick was smothered. Dantona, was there a hold? No. Yes. So umpire was there. The free kick comes back to Monkhurst, who puts him inside forward 50. And he's found Basoli, who was within range. So good opportunity for Cody Basoli. Can the Woori skipper kick his third? And can he get the margin back on an even keel? They trail by 6 points at the moment. 24 and a half have gone in this third quarter. Three-quarter time can't be too far away. So Basoli from, you'd probably say, about 40 metres out. Bit of a 45-degree angle to contend with. Such a massive kick in the context of this game. It's only 6 points the difference, but we feel like Narre probably got the scoring end of this last quarter. In comes Basoli. Distance not a problem, it's just offline. So back to 5 points the difference. 8-7-55 now are the Tigers to Narre Warren at 9-6-60. And Cody Basoli, 2 goals, 2 now in the afternoon. Bit of a melee up there at the SCG. Trent showing me. So Tom Toner with the kick in duties here for the Magpies. So just 5 points separate the two sides. 25 minutes into the third quarter. Tommy Toner even has a bounce and then goes long to the crowd side of the ground. Long kick through the hands of everyone. Woori might be able to get one out the back here. Can they do so? No, eventually Narre continue to move the ball forward. Here's an opportunity for Sharp if he can get it under his control, but he couldn't do so. Sizeverter comes in to provide a hand. Gets it away to Arnold. And now Woori on the counter-attack. Arnold gets the ball back once again. Had to sell the candy on Davies. Couldn't do so. And Davies has got him. Play on is called. Centering ball. Adams did well. Got a fist in just in time. The Woori defence under all sorts of pressure, but they might be able to get the ball moving away here, and that they can do. Long kick up the line. Gibson is there. So too is Monkhurst. Bit of a wobbly bounce, but Gibson did well. Tries to get rid of Johnson, and he did very well. Gets the handle away to Monkhurst, who's under pressure. Oh, but he stepped around Mutimer. Got it away to Basoli. Check side ball. Interesting one. Did it hit the line? No, it didn't. He's turned it over. It's out of bounds on the full. Interesting decision there from Cody Basoli to go the check side. And now Sills have got it at half back.
So Sills now will come short to Russell and holds on to a nice strong mark. Is that 25?
No, that was the mark.
So Russell now pushes off his mark. Goes long down the line. Kinamar be taken flying high out. The back was Howe, unable to hold the mark. Sewers gets it there. Scalzo's there and he goes under and gets the hard ball, gets a handball out. Sewers now and he's going to be tackled over the line. So it's going to be a boundary throw in. Just about 27 minutes gone in the third quarter, so not long to go.
No.
Before the final changeover. Matter of fact, it's the Sewers free kick and there is the siren for a three-quarter time.
Has he got a barrel at him, Trent?
He's going for it. And he hasn't got it. I respect the effort, but it's three-quarter time here. And what a game we got on our hands to the last break, Adam.
Most certainly we do. Trent scores at the moment, 9-6-60. Narre. Final quarter action is underway here. Once again, Monkhurst and Dwyer to do battle in the ruck. And wasting no time, ball comes down. Thompson with an opportunity there, but he just couldn't quite get it under his control. And now Narre look to get the ball moving forward. Marsh tracked the ball back, but he just couldn't quite get the ball under his control. Good tackle is laid. Spills towards the outer side of the ground. Handball back towards Gentili. And then Russell. Good pressure being applied here from Marsh. They can go inside forward 50 with his kick here. Can a mark be taken? No, it can't. Fisted back into the middle of the ground. Here is Calvert. So too Thompson, who gets the handball received. He can send Woori inside forward 50. Long kick. Monkhurst is there. He can't quite take the mark. Still a chance though for the Tigers. Ground level ball to be won. Out comes the kick. Marsh is in a one-on-one up against Tonner. Tonner eventually gets the ball under his control. Gets the kick moving down the line. Scalzo does well and takes the mark and looks inboard. So Brad Scalzo 25 metres. Williams stepped over the mark. So Scalzo probably not going to be brought within range, but definitely brought a little bit closer. Can at least maybe set it up to someone. So Brad Scalzo just decides to chip it across to Gentili, who's about 70 from home. So Peter Gentili assesses the options up ahead. Umpire McNeese calls him to go. Long kick inside forward 50. Can he find a set of hands? No, he can't. Does it spill out the back? No, it doesn't. Plenty of numbers around it. Palin Spencer taken in the tackle right away. We will have a stoppage deep inside Narre Warren's forward line. So dangerous times, early days here for Woori. Up it goes. Davies wins the tap. Is there high contact? Yes, it is. Play on, goal. Sewers, ever the opportunist, took the advantage. And Narre stretched the lead to 11 points, 10-6-66 to Woori Yallock, 8-7-55. Riley Sewers with his third. And that's a handy start in the last quarter for Narre Warren, once again getting the early goal. And only 2 minutes have gone so far in this final quarter. So back in the middle once again, Dwyer to do battle up against that man there in Jake Calvert on this occasion. So I think Zach Monkhorst is starting forward this quarter. As we wait for the umpire to throw the ball aloft, and that he does. Dwyer goes early. Calvert in the end grabbed it on hands and knees. Coming through is Tonner. Gets the ball moving forward once again. And he's found Dan Toner, who holds the mark. And Narre want to get it moving quickly. Gentili asked for the handball receive. He wasn't going to get it. Kick goes inside forward. 50. No mark can be taken. Marsh hands it away to Williams. Williams has got to get the kick away. Howe provided good pressure, but eventually Williams kicks across dangerously, but it worked out in the end. Simpson played on, and he's gone. It has to be. Oh, dear, what a costly mistake from Oscar Simpson. He stepped off his mark, and Jesse Davies was right there, and he's going to line up for goal number 4. Oh, dear, oh, dear.
Just come to light after that first. I'm not even back on. They just come to line back after that last quarter.
Trent, what are you doing? You've got to put your microphone on. I can't believe that. But
since
anyway.
that first quarter, they've just come to light.
Yep.
Since Woori Yallock jumped him at the start.
So Jesse Davies, he's already kicked 3 in the afternoon. This for Narre's biggest lead of the game. He's 35 out directly in front. Massive kick for the Magpies.
Ooh.
Oh, gee, it is an absolute shank off the boot, and he's missed it in a real reprieve for the Tigers' defence. So 12 points the difference, 10-7-67 now on Narre Warren to Woori Yallock, 8-7-55. Geordie Williams with the kicking duties.
So Geordie Williams, as you said, Aidan, earlier on, interestingly taking the kicking duties. Started forward.
Played in the guts. And
went to the guts. Now, is he playing half-back or is he in the guts? Just one of those ones. He's in the midfield, but I'm still taking the kick-outs as well. Remember those as a junior? There's always that one player who wanted to be everywhere. But he kicks it out to O'Day. O'Day holds the ball up, nothing to go to. Gibson says, kick it my way and I'll do the rest. So he does that. Flying hard over the back, Neil. But the mark's going to be paid to Gibson, even though I thought Neil had majority of that, Aidan.
Neil had a great piece of that, but...
Gibson brings it inboard, looking for Ben Monkhorst, unable to hold his mark. Now the back, they can retreat here. Narre Warren down to the Jesse Davies direction. Gibson parked himself underneath and going hard is Simpson. Now they get a handball over the top. Mitch Tonner, there goes hard. Munimar goes low, big tackle on O'Day. O'Day lays a big tackle on Tonner. Was that a dangerous tackle? I don't think the umpire had a great view of that, but his head would slam straight into the ground, Aidan.
Yeah, I think he's just on the wrong side of it there, umpire McNeese.
So the ball's going to be brought up here. Calvert will go up against Dwyer. Dwyer going from a long way back. And nearly blocked his way out. And now Gentili grabs it, charges his way through, then just puts it on the boot. And it stays in play. Dan Toner retreats after it, but the bounce just wasn't too kind on him. And it's going to be a boundary throw. And some of the players calling for on the full as if it came off Toder's foot on the way through. But it's going to be a boundary throw in. Dwyer and Calvert to go at it. 5 minutes into the last quarter. Ball's thrown into play now. Dwyer wins the tap. It's going to get a free kick as well. Dwyer, matter of fact, it's going to go the way of Woori Yallock to Calvert. I thought they both had a good piece of each other. But Calvert now plays on, has a player at the back who nearly gets in his way. Geordie Williams. Now over the top to Marsh. Marsh ducks underneath it and does it well. Strategically gets the high contact free kick off Mitch Tonner. So Marsh will push back off his mark, the vice captain. Really needs their leaders to stand up in these crucial times. So Marsh wheels around, puts it on the wing in direction of Ben Monkhorst. Told to play on, so wheels around, puts it inside 450. No one is there but Narre Warren. And they take a mark out the back in the hands of Hayden Johnson.
So Johnson did well, and he looks to go through the middle. He finds Mutimer, who decides to go short once again. That's a pretty good bit of vision too, and that might be away. West goes over the top to Sewers, who steps around the man on the mark, goes on the left boot, can send him inside forward 50. No mark can be taken. Davies might get one out the back here. Can he swing around to the right? Yes, he can. Does he centre the ball? Yes, he did, but Toner couldn't quite take the mark. In comes Geordie Williams for Narre. Oh, he did well. Fended off his man. Eventually, can he get the handball away? Yes, he does. Got it to Simpson. Simpson steps around and then eventually goes on the left, out wide, and he does find it. He does find a teammate at the end of Sizeworder, who just goes up the line. Bailey Sizeworder, he's done that pretty well. Adams just got the ball before it. No, he didn't.
Out on the full.
It has gone out of bounds on the full, so not the greatest kick there from Bailey Sizeworder. And Narre can reload. Long kick inside forward 50. Howe provides a lead, but getting back there was Atchison, and he did well. So still 12 points of difference the way Narre won. The kick comes across. Robbie Allen takes the mark. Wasn't the greatest kick, but he made it work. Gibson provides a lead further up the ground, but he looks to go all the way up the middle. Dangerous kick, but it worked out. Arnold gets it away to O'Day, who takes him on. Here is Joel Adams. Long kick to about centre half forward. Can the mark be taken by Basoli? No, it can't, but he's going to get a free kick. And Woori are on the build. Narre need to get numbers back quickly. Basoli, he won't want to waste any time. He'll load up on this right boot. Low trajectory ball. It's going to work out. The mark is taken by Monkhorst, who's within range. So this to get it back to 6 points. Huge kick this for Woori. They're currently trailed by 12 points. Not the scoring end, we believe. But Ben Monkhorst, probably a kick of about 50 metres required to get his side back into the contest. In he comes. He's already got one goal on the afternoon so far. Distance not a problem. Does it hold the line? No, it doesn't. Wobbles away to the left. Back to 11 points. 8-8-56 now. Woori Yallock to 10-7-67.
Has been a real presence down there today, Aiden.
He has looked very lively so far, Trent. They've got plenty of big targets. As Narre looked to come out of defence, Johnson's got it in the back pocket. Goes up the line to Sharp, and eventually it falls for him. So Sharp just happy to just stand off the man of the mark for the moment. Doesn't have a whole lot of options to go to. Sewers provides a bit of a lead, but he wants to go even further. Goes to Davies, who's in a bit of a one-on-one against Arnold, who couldn't take the mark, and he's given away a free kick, has he? No, it is a Woori Yallock free kick.
He can do that from behind, in front, yes. But you know.
Interesting one, but there we go. So Smith's got the ball in the middle, goes forward, get it away to Ryan. Ryan takes him on, gets the handle away just in time. Oh, but the bounce was very errant, and now Narre might be on the counter-attack here. Can they get the handle away? Eventually they do. Haven't sold themselves into trouble just yet. Mutimer takes on a couple. He dropped the ball, but the umpire calls him to go. Mutimer gets the ball moving inside forward, 50. No mark can be taken. It's a ground level ball. Anyone's to be won here. Arnold did well to get back. He hands it away to Adams. Adams comes to the broadcast side wing to Marsh in a one-on-one. Can he get the marking contest? Yes, he can here. Sharp comes across to provide a bit of a hand. Lindgren taken to the tackle straight away. And we'll have a stop in on the broadcast side wing. Frantic stuff here for both sides.
So the ball to be brought into it. We're in the middle, right? This is the side we want, Aiden. Right in front of us. We've got perfect view of this. The ball's thrown up in play now. Dwyer gets the tap down, and he's tapped it down to his opposing ruckman and Monkhorst. And they can get a handball out the back, and they use Williams. He just gets it under his control late. Now they go retrack, and they get away, swiping through a few tackles there beautifully.
Oh, what a kick.
Now they can get moving forward. Smith, a slight fumble, not when he wanted to. He gets the handball back to Marsh. Marsh goes for the short kick. It is smothered. Narre Warren applying the pressure, and that's a throw. Free kick going the way of Woori Yallock. It's going to come back to Marsh. Marsh now sees something he's like in short, puts it to the hot spot. No mark can be taken, it's spoiled. Now they look to go out. Russell chucks it on his boot, but it's straight to Smith. Smith now, it's told to play on, tries to get around Tom Tono, manages to just get around him, but Scalzo pushes back and takes a nice mark in the defensive 50.
He wasn't falling for that.
Scalzo now tells him, give me something, calm down, nothing stupid here. Now they go, Tom Toner takes the mark, and he plays on, tucks it under his arm, takes on the tackle, and he might have done a bit too much.
Yeah, gee.
And he's been pinned for holding the ball. I thought it might have been a little bit too much. He was hoping that handball was enough.
Yeah, well done, Zaki Monkhorst.
Monkhorst now wheels around, puts it back into the hot spot, flying high. Oh! Ben Monkhorst, I think it was, flying high at the back, and that it was. But Narre Warren looked now to try and retreat. Mutimer kicks it off the ground, up the middle of the ground. And Woori Yallock have all the numbers if the bounce can sit for them. That it does. Handball over the top. Now they go inside 450, but solely with ball in hand. Short kick, misses the target. Neil goes back. Handball over the top. They get around one, and they do a bit too much, and he might be pinned, and it is.
Has to be.
Narre Warren get the free kick, and they get out of jail with that one.
Oh, gee. Well done to the Narre defence. Woori were very hot, but they hold them up for the moment, so it's still 11 points the difference. They want to try and get one of these goals soon, Woori Yallock. So it's Russell in the back pocket. Looks to go to the crowd side of the ground, a very high up and under ball, going to be a tricky one to mark. Contesting it well there was Robbie Allen, but Narre continued to move the ball forward. Atchison in a one-on-one up against Will Howe. I think the ball's going to beat both of them to the boundary line, and it does. Oh, deliberate is paid. Wow. Insufficient intent, can you believe that? So Jacob Atchison will receive the free. Wow. Just felt like it was a long kick for territory. The umpire, he saw it differently, so it is going to be a free kick to Woori Yallock on the half-back flank.
Third one we've seen this year, right?
Fourth. We had one yesterday, last week.
Oh, did we?
Yes, we did.
So we do pay him, clearly.
Apparently we do pay him. Yep, there we go. So Atchison goes up the line. High up and under ball. Who can present? Who can take the mark? No one just yet. Free kick going to Woori Yallock. There you go. So the Tigers probably had the better of these last couple of minutes, but they've got to take their opportunities. The kick wasn't the greatest. Can Gibson make it work? No, he couldn't. Mutimer did well. That was Jacob. Got the handle away just in time. Long kick down the line. No mark can be taken. Here is Neil. Gets the ball moving forward just in time. Does Basoli take it? Yes, he does. And he's away. Cody Basoli can send him inside forward 50. Monkhurst has got it. Is he too far out to score? Is the angle too tight? No, he continues to move the ball forward. No mark can be taken. That was Benny Monkhurst who presented, but he couldn't take the mark. Narre desperately trying to get the ball out of there, but this kick, you reckon it's going to come straight back. Mark is taken. Beautifully done there by Liam O'Day. Chips it across nicely. This is Brad Arnold. Is he too far out to score? Does he back himself in? I reckon he's going to back himself in here, Trent.
Distance shouldn't be a problem, mate. You'll only have to kick this about 35-40.
So man of the mark inside the arc. So Brad Arnold to get it back to 5 points the difference. 12 and a half have already elapsed in the final quarter. Huge kick in the context of the game. Winner straight through to the grand final. Woori trail by 11. Arnold, it's across the face. Does it have the carry? Plenty of players there on the goal line. They've got to get it over Narre, and they do eventually. It's rushed over to safety. Very, very nervous times for the Magpies. Woori have got all the momentum, it feels like, at the moment. Can Narre get a steadier? You reckon they can get it to 16 points? They're in a pretty solid position, but they just can't seem to get the ball in their forward half of the ground at the moment. But they do have ball in hand for the time being. And they look to come to the broadcast side of the ground, long up and under ball. Arnold is there, so too is Atchison. Arnold did well, tapped it forward. Atchison collected it, got the handle away to Lindgren. Kicks around his body. Oh, beautifully done, because the mark is taken by Ryan at half forward. Wheels around onto the right boot. Long kick to the top of the square. Can someone take a mark? No, ball comes to ground level. Is there a whistle? Yes, it is. The mark is paid, in fact, there you go. So Narre hold up, interesting one. The fist not allowed there, and Peter Gentili can get Narre moving out of defence.
So Gentili now will move it out of defence and goes long down the line, but it's all Woori Yallock. Jesse Davies does present, but it's a nice strong mark going back with the flight and taking it with size. Atchison. Now they go up the line. Basoli unable to hold the mark right at the last second. Narre Warren now look to retreat. They go through West. West gets the handball back. Now they have nowhere to go. Russell gets around that one. Through the hips. Now they move it up the line, and they've got out of that one nicely. Narre Warren for now.
Batira's got it.
Batira has a look at his options, told to play on, so goes down the line.
Kick smothered.
And it's kick smothered. It's going to be a boundary throw in. And what have we? We've got 14 and a half minutes gone in the last quarter. Score check, please, Aiden.
Carolee, 10 points of difference. Trent, 10-7-67 to 8-9-57.
Intense stuff down here. Dwyer gets the tap down, but again, it's going to find the line and make its way over for another reset and play in the boundary throw-in. So you wouldn't be much, you'd say 10 to 13 minutes left in this game.
A bit long quarters though, 27.04, 29.06 and 26.58 have been the three quarters so far.
Dwyer tackled by Zach Monkers, umpire told him to play on Basoli, grabs it, puts it inside forward 50 into the forward pocket, no mark can be taken. Russell back on the last line of defence, gets the ball and clears it out. And no one managed to take their mark. It's out the pack. Who's going to get back and get it? Narre Warren have their hands on it, but Woori Yallock have the numbers. O'Day gets a handball out, and a good tackle laid. The crowd want ball. What does the umpire say? I agree with you. Hold the ball. And it's going the way of Gentili. Gentili goes short, finding West. Is that 25? No, umpire says no. So West pushes off his mark. And decides to go short over the top as well. And finds a teammate there in Sam Johnson. So Sam, they're doing this nice and slow, building up something on the wing. Sam Johnson decides to go long down the line, but it's smothered off the boot. And the player lets him know about it too. A little bit going on behind there, but the umpire splits them up.
Yep.
So the ball's ready to get thrown back into play. With the two ruckmen getting ready to go at it. They set up here. It's going to be Gibson and Davies who go at it. Gibson wins the tap and grabs it out the back, but Gentili grabs it, chucks on his boot down the line. Might be taken. Howard's there, just manages to tap it forward. It's going to go over the boundary line for another boundary throw in. 16 and a half minutes gone in the last quarter.
Well done, Atchison. Got across to do the fist. He's had a good last quarter so far. So it's a boundary throw in right in front of Narre Warren's coach's box on the crowd side of the ground. So it's Davies and Calvin, the ruck. Davies won it from the back. We've got all the representation, though. Getting back is Spencer through the legs of Sewers. It comes to half forward for Narre Warren. Tigers under all sorts of pressure. Can they get one over the back? No, they can't. Oh, through the hands of Adams. Oh, no one can take this ball cleanly. One more goal here for Narre. D'Antona's got it. Can he swing around onto the right? He can eventually. Does he have the trajectory? It looks pretty good, but it's offline. In fact, he's missed the whole lot. Gee, D'Antona. That would have been some kind of goal if he could have kicked that.
We won't say what it would have been like, but...
There we go. Oh, yeah, there would have been some pretty strong celebrations, I'm sure. So anyway, we've got it in the back pocket. They're not done with yet, but we are ticking closer to red time. Wobbly ball out of the defensive 50. Benny Monk curse. He can't take the mark, but he tapped it down to one of his teammates. But Woori win it back to they know. It's a good strong tackle laid, though, by Tonner. And we will have a stoppage at half forward for Narre Warren. 8-9-57 to Woori Yallock to 10-7-67 Narre Warren.
Tonner a bit ginger getting up.
Yeah. A bit hobbly. He did do his knee the last time we did him, so he might still be a bit proppy from that. Davies wins the tap, but Calvert sharked it. He gets Woori moving back the other way. Can a mark be taken? Joshy Neal gets a fist in just in time. Here is Zeetzman for Narre. Kicks it around his body. Not a bad looking kick. Oh no! Slipping over at the wrong time with Simpson. Here is Riley Sells. Already got thrown in the afternoon. Kicks towards goal, and he's got it! It's 16 points the difference. 11-7-73 to Woori Yallock 8-9-57, and Narre have got one hand on this grand final spot.
Four for Sewers this game. He's been unreal, Aiden.
Massive performance, Trent. Ever the opportunist. Simpson just slipping over Trent at the wrong time. And Narre, they just seem to have a bit of an outnumber in that forward 50, which was always going to spell trouble for Woori. And Riley Sewers, well, he stepped up in a big game here. Fantastic to see. And, well, 16 points of difference. We have ticked into red time now. 19 minutes are gone in this final quarter. Still time for Woori, but they're going to need to get moving soon. Calvert back in the ruck up against Davies. Davies wins the tap. What can they manufacture out of the middle? I should say Geordie Williams. He gets the kick away just in time. 2-1-1. Basoli. We got a bit of a hold, said the umpire. So this might be a chance for the Tigers. They just haven't had the connection inside forward 50 as of yet this quarter. So what can Cody Basoli do? He wheels onto the right boot. He'll send him long inside forward 50. No, he just pulls the kick a little bit. No mark can be taken, but there's a free kick going to be paid. Can this be the instant response? This has to go through. There is no doubt about that. It is pretty simple, the equation. It's Benny Monkhorst. He's already got one goal in the afternoon so far. Missed a shot at goal earlier in the quarter. And his team really needs him to kick truly here. So what can he provide? Both Monkhorsts have got one in the afternoon. He's about 40 out on a bit of an angle. Huge kick. In he comes. It's a bit of a wobbler. He's just missed. There we go. Disappointing result there for Woori. And a reprieve for the Narre defence. 8-10-58 now. Woori Yallock to Narre Warren 11-7-73. 1 goal 2 now was Ben Monkhorst. So Declan Brown with the kicking duties here for Narre. He's got Sewers calling for it long, but he decides against it, of course. Had to go to the crowd side of the ground, the further side for us. Long kick out of the defensive 50. Can a mark be taken? Atchison is there for Woori, but no, good strong mark taken by Will Howe, who's just happy to slow it down for the moment. So Howe eventually loads up in the right boot, gets the ball to about half forward to a 2-on-1. Jesse Davies gets a bit of a fly, but he couldn't quite take the mark. Done well enough, though. He should be able to force a stoppage here, and that he can do. So even though Woori Yallock had the 2-on-1, Jesse Davies did well enough and they can lock it up at half forward. Can they manufacture another goal here, Narre Warren? Can they make it 21 points? It's already their biggest lead of the game so far is 15. Tap back. O'Day gets the kick moving back the other way for the Tigers, but Batira cut across and took the defensive mark and he's got a bit of cramp, Trent. Pulled up a bit sore as he took it. Hands it away to Tom Toner. Long kick inside forward 50. 2-1-1. There's a bounce over the back. Yes, it does.
Whistle.
Is the goal allowed? No, it's not. Oh, there was a free kick for a hold. It was going to be a goal, Trent. That would have been some goal from Tom Toner. But Jacob Atchison just got a bit of a tug of the jumper, and Woori get away with it.
Atchison now looks to retreat out of the back 50 and does well, gives it off to Spencer. Spencer goes for a little run, then goes short. Kick quite doesn't make the distance, and a tackle is laid on. He's a player. But Woori Yallock still have the ball in hands. They move it up the wing now. So they try and get it inside their forward 50. They really need to start moving, but Tom Toner now has the ball in hand again. Dumps it on his boot, puts it long inside the forward 50. Going to might be taken out the back. Howe is there, makes the contest, and thumps it over the line for a boundary throw in deep inside the forward 50 for Narre Warren. So exactly where they would want the ball. Not at the end of the Woori Yallock. It's 22 minutes gone in the last quarter. Narre Warren can sniff victory. They just need to keep locking it in or put on another goal to call the game. The ball's now getting cleared out. Toner chasing hard after, but it's going to go over the boundary line for another boundary throw in, as we've seen a lot today.
Yep.
This ball getting ready to reset play. Just have a quick check at the Wandon or Lindenferny Creek game. Wandon 14-11-95, leaving Lindenferny Creek 4-8-32. So that game's pretty much well and put to bed. So the ball's kicked over the head now. Woori Yallock look to go for Gibson. Gibson on the wing, very high up the ground, has his kick smothered. Now Narre Warren can chase after it. Is that in the back? Umpire says play on. Now the umpire's going to pin him for holding the ball. Geez, that was a quick whistle, I thought, but O'Day will be the recipient of the free kick. And they get the handball moving. But a chase from behind, Tom Toner! And he's going to get the holding the ball free kick. Great chase down. No awareness did Geordie Williams that he was even there.
Got to be more communication from your teammates.
Toner now directing his traffic, saying, I'm going to kick it long. Exactly what he does. So kicks it to high to half forward. Jesse Davies flies high, but Will Howe at the back takes a nice mark and points towards goal and saying, I'm going to take some time off the clock and have a shot at goal. And why wouldn't you when there's 23 minutes gone in the last quarter and you lead by a couple of goals already?
Plenty of flyers there for both sides, and it just fell straight onto Will Howe's chest.
What are we, 17 points, as you mentioned, was it, Aidan?
Yeah, 15 points at the moment.
15 points.
11-7-73 to 8-10-58.
Needs to make it 21. And there's the siren anyway. Does he bother having a shot? Yes, he does. So, Narre Warren booked their spot in the grand final. He loads out the barrel, but misses the whole lot. But it doesn't matter because Narre Warren have come home with the victory and have booked their place in a grand final.